Good evening. Welcome to all of you. Sorry for starting it late by 20 minutes. There was a small technical glitch. I had to restart the Windows and install Chrome and all that stuff. Anyway, it's technology. Hope you are doing all good. And I'm speaking to you after a long time. There have been a lot many developments uh, in various states, as well as in Delhi and in my personal life. Truth has partially won so far, uh, and I'm back, and I'm back with all the bank. So this huge, when I'll come to your state, I'll share with you what all transpired, who all were involved. You must have heard that in the Supreme Court, Attorney General, Solicitor General, Additional Solicitor General, they were all there to oppose and anticipate bail. It was a huge mockery of the legal supremacy, which was being misused by the central government, and a lot many conspiracies which I have come to know. I'll share with you when I come to a state. I'm speaking with you today to address many concerns which have been brought to my notice by the volunteers and as well as office bearers of all the states and UTs which I am there to make sure that Aam Aadmi Party uh, sooner or later uh, forms the government, uh, and in that direction, today I'll try to address those concerns. I hope you have been told by your respective state conveners and co-conveners that we are contesting elections. We are there to contest elections, and to contest election is to win election. We are there to contest, but we are there to win. We're not there just to contest. Pondicherry, we decided in the state level, in the meeting which was attended by all states conveners, co-conveners, and important couple of invitees, where we discussed at length, because politics is not ordinary, and what the kind of politics which you are doing, which Aam Aadmi Party is all about, is full of challenges. And that is why I have been emphasizing time and again that organizational development to the level of booth is a must and is a precondition before we talk of contesting election. There is a no. I'm not denying contesting election anywhere, but the condition which I have told you now and which I've been telling you for long is there to be fulfilled before we talk of contesting election anywhere. Politics is not a short-term goal, and the kind of politics which Aam Aadmi Party is into, glimpse of which you must have seen on your news channels today, when our leader, our national convener, Sri Arvind Kejriwal, took a decision immediately without any lapse. It was the first time in the history of Indian politics that a sitting chief minister exposes his own cabinet minister, plays the audio which is supposedly exposing a corruption charge on a cabinet minister, and he himself takes the decision, removes the minister, and refers the case to CBI. This kind of politics has never been witnessed before. And hence, when we decide to contest election, we decide to contest election to win and not just to contest. Remember that. This I've been saying. So people, when our volunteers need to understand that when we go for a test, and that test is not just to contest election, that test is to win election. Pondicherry is going to face election somewhere in the month of May 2016. At the same time, assembly elections will be held also in Kerala and also in Tamilnadu. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana elections will be happening in 2019. And when I say elections, it means assembly elections. Out of all the states, what is immediately manageable is Pondicherry. It is only 30 assembly seats. Each assembly you can win by 8,000 votes, 8 to 10,000 votes. And it is manageable. 28 of 30 assembly seats, they are adjacent to Tamil Nadu. And majorly they speak Tamil. One is in Kerala, Mahe, and one is in Andhra Pradesh, coastal areas, Yanam. With this description and with much analysis which I did on the ground, immediately I think, I'm not denying in any other state that we are not going to contest election, but the precondition that we have teams available to the level of booth before we go to contest election, I think it's happening in Pondicherry. Pondicherry can become gateway to South India for Aam Aadmi Party. And once you do it, you will be able to do the magic in South India. Look at BJP and other parties. They have not opened their account, as far as my knowledge goes, in South India so far, on their own strength. So people are waiting for you. My own visit to Pondicherry and work there, whenever I visited Pondicherry and interacted with the people out, I interacted with all classes of people, starting from sweepers, municipal workers, to intellectuals, judges, high-end people. They all say that if you become an alternative, not just contest election, if you can prove that you can form the government, we will all vote for you. And I remember a small survey was conducted in Pondicherry, in which over 90% residents, they said, if Aam Aadmi Party can be an alternative vis-a-vis forming government, then they will vote for us. And that was a very enthusiastic news, and it was a very, I was humbled to see that kind of response. I know the people, the volunteers in Pondicherry are doing great hard work, and volunteers from Tamil Nadu have also been visiting there, and they're doing great work. At the same time, volunteers from all other states and union territories, they need to keep working on developing the organization in their own state, in their own district, in their own ward, in their own booth. And whichever election the volunteers and the state committee and the district committee wants to contest, we will have assessment at that point of time. I have received many emails and many SMSs vis-a-vis contesting election in local municipal bodies elections, and they have been saying that no, we must contest election because contest election will only be able to help us uh, keep the party alive. We're not there for that kind of job. We're not there for that kind of work. From the time I took over your state as coordinator, I've dedicated good number of days and good number of hours and a lot of energy to your state for developing the organization. The shortcut will ruin you. That's my take. And hats off to all of you that you have worked very, very hard to build the organization in your state, in your district, in your ward, in your booth. So let's not lose patience. Politics is not, it requires a lot of patience, and we have to strategically, organizationally. I know that people are there waiting to vote for us, but you have to emerge as an alternative, not as just a choice. You have to prove your mettle that you are there to form a government, and there is no compromise on that sort of possibility. So that's my humble request, and what is doable right at this very moment is, if all the southern states which I am in charge of, if all of us put our complete strength, there are 62 districts in total, and there are 30 assembly seats in Pondicherry, 2 districts for 1 seat for 8,000. I can see the government in Pondicherry happening. So my earnest advice would be that we should all gear up to contest election in Pondicherry. Central leadership, they're all 3 members from central leadership, Sri Deepak Bajpai, Mr. Deepak Bajpai, Mr. Asutosh, and Dr. Kumar Viswas. So far, when I discussed it last, that confirmed that they'll all be visiting on 18th. So 18th of October, the grand show in Pondicherry to show the strength. We have decided that 4,000 to 5,000 volunteers strength in Pondicherry can easily be managed. If that happens, believe you me, nobody can stop you from winning Pondicherry. And once you win Pondicherry, then you have opened all possibilities of forming governments in your own state also. At this moment, I'm not taking any decision vis-a-vis contesting elections in other states like Kerala and Tamilnadu. It all depends on the organizational strength which we have developed and which we have ready, giving us maximum confidence that yes, we should go all out. So, twofold decisions. I have been interacting with the state conveners and co-conveners and other office bearers. Organization build-up is happening, but not with that pace which can give us the confidence of going to elections with a plan to win to an extent that we can form the government. So I earnestly request and suggest that we should get on to the task with a lot of confidence and a lot of certainty that we can build the organization till the level of booth very soon. And then we can take a call on the other stage. But this moment, I can see 30 seats in Pondicherry happening. The only thing which we need, that volunteers from all the districts need to visit Pondicherry in a strategic manner, adopt a constituency, start working. House to house, door to door campaign, and the kind of confidence which people of Pondicherry want to see from us, that we are winning, can only be shown by the volunteers which I'm aware a lot of volunteers have already been working in many of the assemblies, and they have done considerable work. And this will pick up in next couple of days more. 18th October 2015 meeting in Pondicherry, where central leadership is coming to assess the preparation level, is what you have to make successful. If you can do that, I can get you Pondicherry. And if you get Pondicherry, you can get all the states, one after the other. This is what my suggestion and my advice, that we should not, in fact, I am very glad that many senior volunteers, old volunteers have also suggested that unless we are ready to win, we should not get into election. And I agree with them. Organizationally, we do have our strength, but we need to further develop to the level of booth. And I'm soon going to be coming to your state to have face-to-face discussions and what all transpired after I visited your state last time. There is another question that on 11th of October, 17 members interim team of Tamilnadu state, they have called a meeting at Pondicherry, and I thank them for this foresightedness and this zeal for such kind of work. Kindly make all of you together successful this event. And I think that Tamil Nadu volunteers have to play a very special role, because 28 seats of Pondicherry all are adjacent to Tamil Nadu. At the same time, they should keep working for the organization in their own district, in their own ward, but keep Pondicherry in your sight. You have to schedule maximum number of hours of your work in the constituency which you adopt or you're given for adoption. There should not be any duplication of work. 17 members team of Tamil Nadu Interim Committee, they are there. They're fully authorized to take decisions. Another question was that funds which have been donated by NRIs online, they have not reached the respective state or respective district. Kindly bring to my notice any such fund which has been donated by anybody for a specific state or for a specific district. I already had a discussion with the central leadership vis-a-vis this issue, and I have been clearly assured that all funds of the respective state will be transferred. This mechanism may take some time, but this will surely happen. We're also planning to open district-wise bank accounts, so that Money transfer should be done very easily and very smoothly, because fund availability is a must for organizational development also. Another question which was by few friends from Kerala as well as Pondicherry and Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, that when will Arvindji visit these states? My friends, our leader Arvind Kejriwal ji is very keen to visit your state, but in my opinion, and I think you will also agree with that, that we must have our organization built considerably before we call our leader to the state. He has been a very humble man, as and when we have requested him, he has agreed kindly to grace the state which we suggest. But I think we should have organizationally our state built before we call him. This was my message to all of you. And in case you have some questions which I have not answered in this Google Hangout, please do let me know. And I think 16th, I'm trying to come to Pondicherry. I request that all of you take time out from your busy schedule after interacting with Pondicherry office bearers, that which assemblies to be adopted and where do they need more workforce. With this message, I'm ending this Google Hangout. Love you all. God bless you. Thank you.